Good morning, Minister. Can you hear us?
I'm really sorry that I can't be with you in person at this year's annual conference. I know it's an event that will be incredibly productive because the Northern Territory Cattlemen's Association has a strong reputation of putting on a good show, and I hope you all have a terrific time. But before I start, I also want to acknowledge that we've seen an extraordinary amount of rainfall across Central Australia and the Northern Territory in recent weeks. Now, of course, we have severe tropical cyclone Narelle possibly on its way. We know that all this storm activity has caused disruption for residents and for some of the NT's agriculture sector. Together with the Northern Territory Government, we've activated immediate disaster assistance. This includes immediate hardship relief payments, temporary accommodation assistance, and assistance with replacing essential household items. We also have the ADF on the ground in Katherine to assist with immediate clean-up efforts. And of course, we'll continue to work with communities during the transition from immediate response to that longer-term recovery. This includes working with the Northern Territory Government on any additional requests for Commonwealth assistance as the damage assessments start to get underway. So it's an important time to be gathering and talking about the state of play. As you all know, Australia is a trading nation. Demand for Australian-made food and fibre shows no signs of slowing, and the world is continuing to buy our agricultural products in record volumes. Our government has worked tirelessly to support this work, including the most recent efforts to manage the impact of the conflict that is occurring currently in the Middle East. We continue to work day and night with our agriculture exporters to ensure the safe return of products that have been disrupted due to the conflict. We also recognise how critical the supply of fuel and fertiliser is for our agriculture, but also for our food security. And that's why our government will continue working together with our farmers, producers and industry so that we can quickly respond to the issues as they arise. And we're doing this because we know just how critical our agriculture exports are to Australia's broader national economy. And of course, Australian beef continues to be one of our biggest successes. Consumers right across the world want our premium products because of their quality and because they are safe. And our government understands this. We've put securing outcomes for our farmers at the centre of our trading relationships, advocating for Australian agriculture on the global stage. Last year, of course, I had the pleasure of travelling to Indonesia, a critical market for our live cattle trade and a critical relationship for Australia. And our Prime Minister, of course, has visited the country on many occasions. Our work to strengthen two-way agricultural trade with Indonesia is just one example of our government's commitment to exploring new opportunities and building better pathways for Australian farmers, producers and exporters. Additionally, we have invested heavily in our already world-class biosecurity systems to ensure that we're ready for whatever pest or disease threatens to come our way. And in the last few weeks, we've partnered with the Northern Territory Government to reintroduce biosecurity measures in light of the lumpy skin disease outbreak in Indonesia. By creating strategic alliances, investing wisely and using our networks and remaining vigilant, the Albanese Labor Government is backing industry so that it can continue to do what you do best. I want to take a moment to reaffirm our government's ongoing support for the live cattle export trade. As I said, it was great to spend some time last year meeting importers on cattle in Indonesia and to hear firsthand how important this trade is to our friend and neighbour. I've also, of course, had the opportunity to meet with many farmers in the Northern Territory who rely on this critical industry. As the Prime Minister and I have said, the Albanese Labor Government is committed to the live cattle trade, and we're going to continue to support its growth to support regional communities in Australia, including in the Northern Territory. And we're supporting this industry because we know beef is the backbone of the Northern Territory. For a territory with a population of under 300,000, what your industry produces contributes over $1.2 billion to our economy. The Northern Territory is indeed better on beef, as you've much to be proud of and to discuss. And I really want to wish you all the very best for this year's conference, and I look forward to joining you again in the future. Thanks so much for having me, albeit digitally.